Oh, here we go.
I guess we're going to start off. Turn that filter off. Probably not.
No.
The music's going to sound all weird.
I got you this time.
So we got to do all that all over again.
Okay. And welcome back to the Graybeard Podcast. Oh, it's falling off. Wait, yeah. Welcome back.
Yeah. Welcome back. We're for those that are tuning in or watching this in retrospect, we did all of this already, but apparently we were not live. So now we're live, so we get to have that whole conversation all over again, and I get to show you all the cool things all over again because we weren't showing anybody anything. We were just talking.
Yeah.
We was practicing.
It was practice.
It was just practice.
Now
That's all.
Stop stuttering, I hope.
No. Do you have a stuttering problem?
Maybe.
Well, not a lot of people know this. Like, I actually told somebody this weekend or last week, and they were like, "For real?" I used to have, when I was younger, like a really bad stuttering problem.
Yeah.
Like to the point where people would just stop listening to me. And I've worked very hard, and it's still a constant thing that I think about. So, I didn't mean to make fun of you if you do have a
think
stuttering
we're rushing
problem.
our words. That's the problem.
It is. My brain goes faster than my mouth will put words out.
Yeah.
So my mouth will just go, and it just gets stuck on stupid.
Yeah.
But at any rate, this is Angie B, y'all. If y'all don't know, you better go follow this young lady right now on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all the things. Okay. And it's Angie B, right?
Yes.
Or is it Angie? It's Angie B 07 or something like that. What's the numbers? Oh, yeah, 007. Miss Angie B 007. It's on the screen right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good deal. Go follow her. And you want to throw me under the bus, or do you want me to do it for myself about the Etsy thing?
Now go do what you did before, so I could throw you on the bus the
so
right
apparently,
way.
Okay, I'll just do what she brought gifts, so we'll just do that, and then she can yell at me about giving out misinformation.
Yes.
Maybe YouTube will pull this because I did misinformation.
Yeah, maybe. The censors that be.
You'll be okay.
So I'm gonna show you guys what she brought to my beautiful girlfriend. She made a little gift, which is so sweet. You didn't have to do that, but I know she's grateful.
I know.
And like I was saying earlier, that you didn't see, that we were just practicing. I'm gonna do the hand behind thing that I hate when influencers do this.
There it goes.
But just so you can see it, it says Serenity, and she puts some little tea bags in there, and a little spoon. Sometimes you just want to be the little spoon.
Bougie.
Yeah, it's adorable. I mean, I might use it.
I noticed your voice went real valley.
You could put tequila in it.
That's probably what she'll have in it. A little tequila. But for me, like the big thing for me that she made for us here at the studio, she made it for the studio. It's not for me.
You are the studio.
No.
You are the studio.
Oh, I'm busted. But hey, I want to show this to you real quick, and then yeah. So hang on, I'll be right back.
Hence how I got the little fake beard. I walk around like this talking about, I'm Jim. What's up?
So when you're at a certain age, you get excited about appliances and floor mats.
Yes.
Boom.
How cool is that? So when you come in the studio as a guest, this is what you're going to see. It's going to be right there.
All right at the door.
Right at the door. I'll probably pick it up when we're not every other, because I don't want nobody stepping on that.
I mean, that's the purpose of it. Just don't get it in water.
Listen,
or keep it in a
I
dry
may
area.
eventually hang it on the wall somewhere.
That could work.
Just so you know.
That could work.
Yeah, because I look at that as art. Especially because it's got my logo on it.
Yeah.
Now throw me under the bus.
Okay, yeah, because you were talking about I got an Etsy shop. Etsy shop where? I wish I did, though, but thank you for putting it in fruition for me.
Just trying to manifest.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, I've just been crafting, making some stuff so I could niche it down to what I really want to do,
Yeah.
and see what people like,
Mhm.
and then go from there.
Yeah. So when you do have, not if, but when you do have your Etsy shop or whatever type of website that you're gonna sell your wares, so you're gonna make specific things, like you're gonna make your own, design your own T-shirts,
Yeah,
not what anybody else wants. It's just what you want,
I
or
could
you?
customize too,
Okay.
because that's what I'm doing with most of my rugs. Like, I just
Mhm.
customize, make them, but most of them I've been doing lately that you see, I just put it outside my house. I got like 12 of them in my garage for
What?
every month.
Damn. Must be nice.
Yeah, at least I don't have to go out and spend $15,
That part.
$20 on
Yeah.
a decorated mat when I could do it myself.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. What made you think to do a mat? I mean, like not mine, but like any mat.
I just liked how it looks. I like
Mhm.
how you could just create anything and put
I
it
love
outside
'em. And
your
like,
front door.
what's funny is I saw yours on TikTok, and not that one, but I saw some of the other ones you were making, and
Mhm.
because I don't know if you saw that busted one we have at the front door. I got it from where the hell? What is that? Ross.
Uh-huh.
And I just saw it. I was like, oh, that's cute, and it'll keep the wipe your the first time anybody wiped their feet on it, all the little rubber
gone.
nubbles, they just broke off, and they're just all over the ground now. So, but I was looking online at like mats that say funny things, and like you're welcome as long as you don't stay past 7
Yeah,
or
and
something
that's the
like
stuff I
that.
like to do. Like, I want to make funny stuff so you could put at your front door. Like,
Yeah.
oh, why is you here?
Yeah,
Like,
you're kind of
get
funny.
the step in.
Yeah, you're a little funny.
A little.
No, you're a lot funny.
Oh, okay. I was about to say that didn't sound good. Little funny.
You're very funny.
You're
I,
very, like,
I,
little
no,
funny.
I love watching your videos. I I don't want you to think that like I watch your butt clapping videos all over, and like I don't just sit there and leave it on there, but I will view it at least once.
I'm gonna get up and do it. I'm just kidding.
I'm trying not. Yeah, you can. I'm trying not to be a creep. Okay. If you've seen her on TikTok, if you might not recognize her from the front,
You're right. You're right. Maybe from the side or from the back.
and we need a little, so she can pop that booty. No, but that's very funny. Now, we were talking before we realized we weren't streaming live, that you have a page on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram that's called Vibes Expressions. And if you guys can see it right here, it's spelled differently. So don't type in VIBES. It's
No.
VYBZXPRESSIONS. That was really hard, but luckily it was on screen so I could read it. But she has everything that she makes, and sometimes her videos are a little funny. And what does that last one say? Check your energy before coming in.
Yeah.
I love that.
I also made this bag as well.
Yep, bomb ass energy.
And the shirt that I'm wearing in awareness of domestic violence.
Is it the month
Yes.
you said?
Yes.
I'm bad with that. It's every month is something. It's
I
like,
also saw that it was breast cancer awareness month too, but I thought that was a different month.
I thought that was in like February or January or something.
Right.
No, it's October, I believe.
Is it?
Yeah, because the NFL used to do it in the month of October, I
Uh-huh.
believe.
Oh.
And then I think November is like military
Is
appreciation.
that
month or-
whole thing why I keep seeing football players are like instead of the breast cancer awareness, they're wanting them to wear like the pride flag thing, and they're like people are like saying no, we're not doing that.
I know there was a bunch of like soccer players that didn't want to do that, and hockey players.
I saw
in Canada,
I saw stories about football players like
Oh,
Jaguars
okay.
too.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think I remember now.
Mm-hmm.
Travis Hunter, Trevor Lawrence, they said no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, hey, breast cancer awareness and domestic violence awareness month. We'll go with that one instead because now the last time you were on, we kind of skirted around some stuff, and you did talk a little bit about things, and and we're going to get into it deeper because that's what you wanted to come here and do, and
Yes.
I told you when you were here last time, whenever you're ready, I want you to come to me and we'll get it out there because it's a very serious thing, and I
Yeah.
think I'm not sure if it's talked about enough.
I don't think it is. You don't hear people discussing that as a topic on a podcast too often.
Right,
which
right.
it should be because it's happening a lot.
Yeah. What are I mean, like, I wonder what the statistics are, like, if, like, right now versus, like, 10 years ago, you know?
I'm not gonna sit here and act like I went research and
No,
stuff.
he
or
can look
anything.
shit up.
I'm just saying, like, we know it's happening. I don't need to come on here with numbers or anything.
Mhm.
I came here with a voice.
Yeah.
So.
What would you like to look up?
Domestic violence in 2025 versus 2015.
Me and my friend was talking about that because, with COVID, when everyone was locked in.
I was going to bring that up, but I didn't want to make it like a thing about COVID, but for sure.
It was happening a lot.
Yeah.
And like for me, I didn't even realize it or think about it like that until we was talking about it because I told him I was going to be on the podcast talking about it. He was like, when COVID hit, it was happening a lot.
Yeah. That's what I heard. I heard that there was a lot of that, child abuse, divorces, you name it. There's a lot of alcoholism went up, and these are just things that I've heard. I like you, I don't do a lot of research.
Yeah.
And my viewers, they all know I don't fucking research anything. So, I mean, if I want to research something, we usually do it here while we're, actually running. But he's clacking away over there. Trying to find something.
I'm gonna see what I can find. Put up here right quick.
Yeah, but I mean, what's before we start getting into your story, but like you think back, like, back in the 60s or 70s, like the movies, they would like almost glorify, like domestic violence. Like,
really?
Oh yeah,
I didn't know that.
Did you never like a lot of those movies where those guys would just smack a chick? They would just hit a woman in the movie. Like Sean Connery was actually somebody asked him before, I think it was Barbara Walters, but she asked him if he would hit a woman, and he was like, well, sometimes a woman just won't let it go, and if she just won't let it go, sometimes you have to give her a smack. And I was like, yeah. And that was like okay and acceptable behavior back then,
And then it got crazy.
Yeah.
It started to get more violent.
Well, it went from, and that, I don't know if it happened from that, but it's just like, for some reason, men just thought, and I know it happens both ways. It's not just men, but the majority of it, I feel like, is men. I don't know. It's not something I know off the top. Did you find anything?
Yeah, it says the average rate of domestic violence victims is 4.4 people in 1,000 back in 2010 to 2019. And then it says in 2019 it was 4.2, so it dropped slightly down from 4.8 in 2018. So that's 4.8 in 1,000.
Are you doing math in your head?
And when did COVID come out again? 2019?
2019. Yeah.
Yeah, 2019.
Mm-hmm.
So he's saying it went up or went down?
Well, so they were saying that it went up. I saw another spot where it rose during COVID due to like financial stress and
and being locked up. Could you imagine
being staring at you all day? You just make me sick. Just walking around here doing nothing.
Well, I got lucky because she worked from home, so she's always here.
Women are affected 85% of the time.
Yeah. That was the next thing I was going to ask you to look up. Thank you.
That was reported because, like you said,
that's
men
reported.
do.
Yeah, it says most of them.
And most men are not going to come on and be like, yeah, my girl at home beat me.
No. But I was an essential employee, and I wasn't like told to stay home. Not that I would, beat her up if I was, I might lose my mind and, but I can see where frustrations and things like that, especially if you're not working, you're worried about how am I going to pay my bills?
Right.
It's just, there's so many things, but those are excuses.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah. I mean, if you think you're going to hit someone or hurt someone or
I'm struggling with you. Why are you beating me?
Right.
I'm in the same situation as you. Why are you doing that to me?
100%.
But
yeah, that's not okay. But like I said, I just wondered, because like it was way more commonplace back in the day than, it was just like accepted. And then it got to a point where it was like, hey, you can't fucking do that anymore.
Yeah.
You know, and so, but people still, drugs, alcohol, a lot of those things cause people. And when I say drugs, I don't mean weed and things like that. I'm pretty sure
The hardcore stuff.
I don't know of any pothead that's ever beat his wife. I'm just saying, I don't know them. They might be out there,
Probably.
but that dude's got real problems.
If you're doing that on marijuana, yeah.
Yeah, because it's been like almost 30 years since I smoked some weed, but like, I could just remember all I wanted to do was like take naps and eat food.
Right, like eat, sleep, do something else, and then eat, sleep again.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Fornicate.
Yeah, that. I still dabble with it a little here and
Yeah,
there. I need my little piece.
But alcohol, and that's one of the most widely used drugs, and it's also one of those. It's legal. We deemed it to be legal, and it's okay. But it's like also it's just
It's the most widely accessible.
It's widely accessible, and it creates monsters. I mean,
It sure does.
I'm just here to tell you, I know from experience because I was not always a good chipper person when I was drinking.
Oh, I've had my share too.
Yeah,
Trust me.
yeah.
It
I
brings
learned
out the beast in you.
it does.
Mhm.
Yeah, I learned how to like control it, and like only drink so much. Because there's like this weird tipping point when you drink a couple of shots or a couple of mixed drinks or whatever it is, and you get to be that last one, and you're teetering.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as you go
It's
over
the
that
blackout phase.
yeah, you go right over to that blackout side, and you start drinking more, and it don't even matter at that point.
I've seen a lot of veterans now that have. It's like they get to this point where it switches off their like consciousness or something. I don't get it, and then they just forget everything that they did, said. And then when they get sober in the morning, like, what did I do? What did I say?
Oh yeah,
It's
I had
just
to take the
dangerous.
glasses off. Sorry,
It's
they were
dangerous,
annoying me.
dangerous way of living.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I've tried to fight dudes that were like twice my size. Not smart. I'm
I have
not.
a few alcoholics in my family.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I know.
yeah. You drink?
I stop. I
Little
don't
bit.
drink like that. Maybe occasionally here and there, but I really cut that out.
Well, it's good that you can control it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
If you know you can just have a couple and you're straight.
I don't care for it. I like as you notice, I joined the gym, so
How's that been going? How's that journey? I hate it when people say that.
Yeah, like that. I've just been going to the gym.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
not on a
really
journey.
too much of a journey.
I loved your video with your friend the other day where it was like, just go to the gym, just go to the gym. Y'all walked in and turned right the fuck around.
The quote, show up when you're even tired. We showed up and we walk right back out.
Right.
Follow the quote.
Mm-hmm.
But I joined it and it's been going good so far. Not really too concerned about losing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more about
You want to
defining
strengthen.
and strengthening myself more like that.
Yeah.
I be seeing these big women that body lifting and lifting these heavy stuff. I want to be like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I want to be like that. I want when I go out, put my muscles up. I'll be like, yeah.
you could do it.
Thank you. I will.
You will do it.
I will.
Yeah,
I was about to say something else, but you're
Say
right.
it.
I will. No, I will.
you will.
Yes.
No, her sister was, in that mindset, and now she's trying to get to competition level, like, and you can see her videos. She's been on here once before, but her videos, she does like the before and after. You know, like when she got divorced, she would look a certain way, and then she started working out and hitting the gym like she's religious with it now. And like the way you eat, the diet, the everything.
That's my bad habit right there. I got to work on the eating
who you
habit,
telling?
and I think I'll be all right. But
That's my problem.
It's hard, man. It's hard.
Carbs.
Yeah.
Carbs.
Junk food.
You saw when he brought that bread in. Sorry,
Yeah.
Daddy. I tore that bread up. I would have eat that whole bag of bread.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's and she's into sourdough cooking now, so it's like,
bread.
Yeah.
Bread.
Mm-hmm. All the time.
You're gonna get a bread belly. Not even.
I
a
got
bread belly.
one. I got a little bread belly. But I've been working out too. But I know me. If I went to a gym and got a membership, like I'm never gonna go, ever, unless I have like a locker there with gym clothes in it and
Yeah.
stuff. But then you gotta change. It's just like, come on, man. I just want to work out. So I'll get home, and I bought some dumbbells and a little rollout mat, one of those little squishy memory foam mats or whatever that so I could lay down and do sit-ups. Because I got hardwood floors and no one wants to do sit-ups.
Yeah.
On a hardwood floor. But anyways, I just do it when I feel like it. When I think about it. and I see them every time I see them. I think about it.
Yeah, if I had stayed home, if I didn't join the gym, I probably would have said, yeah, I'll do it at home,
You never would.
and never would have.
Yeah.
So it gives me the incentive of go to the gym, and I go right after work.
Okay.
So
You're already tired.
yeah, not really too tired, but I mean, if I wait to say I'm gonna go home, change, and relax, then go to the gym, I'm not gonna go nowhere.
No.
So when I finish work, I go straight to the gym.
Right.
I don't make it every day due to having kids and
Mhm.
just life going, but anytime I could go, I'm going to the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's exactly. As soon as I sit on that couch, it's over.
Yeah, that's what I said. If I go home, that's gonna be it. I'm not going nowhere.
It's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, I've just been doing a little bit, and it's coming along. But I'm not one of those people that like. Now you've met some really cool people that kind of help you motivate you. And
Yeah.
you've met friends there.
Mhm.
Now, did you meet those people at the gym, or did you know them prior?
I know the guy that's in the video prior
Mhm.
because he used to work with me.
Oh, okay.
But other people in the gym I've met, there's a trainer there. He's really supportive. I mean, the gym owner, she's pretty cool. So she's into bodybuilding, and so is the trainer. So
Do you want to give your gym a shout out?
New You Fitness,
What's up?
Shafy Road. Blup, blup. I did my own. Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah, that's one of them island ones.
Yeah. Yeah. Blup, blup. Boyaka.
There you go. Oh my gosh. Well, so I think I've delayed it long enough. I told you earlier. It's been a kind of a day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always. I know this is a very very serious topic for you. The domestic violence thing. I get that, and I'm not trying to make light of it at all.
No.
But we're both very silly people,
Yes.
and I needed a little bit of that because.
I needed that before we get into that too. So.
Right. Well, like I told you when you came in, I was like, I was 9 o'clock till noon. I was out doing shooting, filming, and interviewing, somebody that it wasn't domestic violence, but it was still violence.
Yeah.
And he's been shot twice. At 14 and 16 years old, he was shot twice. His brother died, and I was just like. And then I come to find out that a lot of these young people that live around that area have had similar
Yeah.
stories. And I'm just like, it was everything I could do to not lose it. Because I feel I think I'm a little bit of an empath, where I feel people. And
That's what I was telling you in there. Like, I've become so emotional.
mhm.
People giving birth, the army people coming back to see their family. I just be like, oh my God, it's so freaking beautiful. And I'm like, why am I crying? But
Yeah.
it's happiness. It's
Oh, dude.
peace. It's a good thing, I guess.
Yeah. That means you have a heart.
Yeah.
And I I saw a picture. It was just a still picture of a guy in an airport in a military outfit. He was holding his phone out, and there's a whole crowd of people sitting on the ground next to him around the corner, kind of leaning around. And he's FaceTiming with his wife because she's giving birth while he's in an
Oh.
airport.
I think I've seen that.
You seen
before.
that?
I think
And just
I
the
have.
look on his face. Hey, it got me. Get your tissues. It got me going, because I mean, holy crap! I mean, I don't know what. Like I said, I'm a softie. Call it what
Empath,
you
like
will.
you said, and you got to be careful with that too at the
You're
same
ver-
time.
Yeah, opening yourself up to those
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
Are you into like the whole spiritual energy stuff and all the stones and
Not
magic
really.
rocks?
Even though I got this way before
Okay.
I started getting into it. Like I said, I've been
Align your chakras.
trying to, if that's what it's called, but
Mhm.
I've been watching motivational speakers. I've got into the this guy called Alan Watts.
Okay.
I like him. He's into Zen. Napoleon Hill, Neville Goddard. I just put them on every day on YouTube. I sit down, I listen, and I'm more relaxed. I find myself more calm. I try not to get upset too quick lately.
Mhm.
Like I'll be in the traffic and I used to get mad. Oh, you drive like road rage like crazy.
Right.
Now, it's all y'all could go.
Yeah.
I stay in one lane or I move or whatever. This morning I was going to work. Someone's behind me flashing me. I'm in the middle lane. You said the middle lane is,
Safe.
yeah, I'm in the middle lane. He wants to pass me. I stood right there in that lane. There's 2 other lanes.
Yeah.
You go which way you want to go, brother. I ain't in no rush. I'm cruising.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
know?
I try. and you have to be conscious of it because you're already in a heightened state of emotion just going that fast in a vehicle. It's just like you're in a box of steel sitting on rubber circles and you're just going hundreds of miles an hour. So you're already a little on edge. People don't realize it, but it's like somewhere in the back of their head, somewhere subliminally.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to go that fast. I don't think human
Yeah.
beings aren't, but like we couldn't do it on our own. But you're already there, and then someone does something stupid, and you just like, you can look. I caught myself trying to be Mr. Zen about it. Like I would be like, nope, we're just not. And I still do, but sometimes.
Yeah,
Every now and
sometimes.
then.
I'm not perfect. Don't get me wrong. I still have my moments, but
Oh.
it's teeting down to being more. It is what it is.
Mhm.
Let life be. I can't control all that stuff. Everything else around me is just a background.
Yeah.
It's just there.
Just to be safe. That's
Yeah.
all that matters. Just be
Yeah.
safe and do what you
I
can
leave
do.
early. I don't rush to go nowhere. I don't want to be speeding. I don't want to cause nobody their life. Like
Mhm.
I might think I'm a good driver, but the person next to me might be driving like shit and
Mhm.
cause the accident. Like I'm taking it easy. I'm not in no rush.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was this is going to be a very local thing for me to say because it's like I was out on 295 where it meets 95 South.
Mm-hmm.
That there's all that lane where they just kind of everybody slows down right there to go around that curve. And so I get over into the middle lane.
Mm-hmm.
And there's two other lanes. One of the very, very far one ends eventually once you get past Phillips Highway. But there's two other lanes, and I get over, and then so it was raining real bad the other day,
Mm-hmm.
and like I could see fine, because I'm in a big old truck. It's a 30-foot trailer, cab over, and so if I hit anything though, it's nothing but a big old piece of glass in front of me, and I'm gone. But this lady decided in a BMW SUV decided. I don't want to wait in this line no more. She just turned her wheel and jutted out in front of me, like literally like maybe 2 car lengths. And I don't know if you've ever driven a big old truck like that, but they are really hard to maneuver that fast. So I was definitely cussing her out, and which I hate the fact that the horn is on the side. It's like one of the the blinker thingy.
Yeah.
It's on the side, like a little button on the side. I want to push my steering wheel. I want to, But anyways, no.
Drive safe, people.
Yeah, drive safe. Don't be a dumbass.
If you want to be a NASCAR driver, go keep their
get on the
highway.
track.
Yeah, like come on, man. I see people speeding so much. It's like, oh Lord, please just let everybody be safe.
Yeah. Well, it's just and I saw a thing the other day, not to get way off topic, but anyways, there's a new law, and it's in like 30 states or something like that. It's not all 50, but it's illegal to even touch your phone. To even play music or anything, it's illegal to touch it. And if you get caught even touching it, even at a red light, like if you stop at a red light, because I do that too.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'm sitting still, and you pull it up and you maybe change your track or whatever. Text your girlfriend or whatever the hell it is, or your boyfriend, whatever, whatever you got, your dog, I don't know.
Yeah, I've also tried to avoid that too. I've practiced to stop texting while I'm driving. So if you text me and I ain't replying, you just gotta wait. I'm not down for that anymore.
No, it's just dangerous. People are so distracted these days, and it's just like that's what's killing people on the road.
Yeah,
I think
it could wait.
it can definitely wait.
If it was an emergency call, at least I could pick up. My speaker will talk, but no one don't call me, which is fine.
Yeah, no, I hate it.
I've become a loner, to be honest.
The only time I don't mind picking up the phone is when I'm on the motorcycle, which is hilarious because
Which I want to ride one day.
do it. Oh, you want to ride on mine?
Yeah, I
Oh,
want to.
whenever.
I've always wanted to get a ride on one of
The
those.
weather's about to be really good,
Mm-hmm.
and we can roll. I'll see if Alana will probably let you borrow her helmet, but otherwise you have to get your own
Yeah,
because you ain't riding without one.
yeah.
Him and my daughters both, they beat me over the head so much because I used to just wear my hat and some glasses, and just cruise.
Living dangerous.
Yeah, living stupid. That's what it was. But now I wear all my gear, my gloves, my jacket with all the padding and everything. But no, we'll go for a ride. I'll take you out for a ride.
Good.
The hell was I saying?
You got to dress for the slide, not the ride.
That's right. Even if it's 1,000,000 degrees outside, I bundle up.
Okay.
What I was saying though is shit, I forgot again. anyways, being a truck driver and a motorcycle rider, I see all the dumbasses. But yeah, I'll answer the phone when I'm on the bike because I have the Bluetooth thing in. It's like
Yeah.
built into my helmet, and you know,
Yeah. Well,
it's not like I'm touching the buttons or nothing. All I got click, and
that's good.
I'm
Be
live.
safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, it trips people out that I'm doing like, 60 miles an hour or 65 miles an hour,
And
and
you
they're
can
like,
hear him clear?
yeah,
Oh.
and they can hear me clear. They're like, "Are you on the?" Like I'm like, you can't even tell I was on the bike.
Oh,
Like,
nice.
oh yeah.
Nice.
So that's what's up. But I digress.
Yes.
So, how you want to do this? How you want to get into it? I'll see. How should we broach this topic? So obviously we're here and we're talking about domestic violence,
Yes.
and you have your own story with domestic violence, and our hopes are that maybe there's someone out there, whoever you are, will hear your story and know they're A, not alone,
Mm-hmm.
and B, what to look for. And maybe you'll be able to help someone that might not know how to get out of that situation before it becomes too bad.
Okay. Yeah.
Does that sound like a good setup there? So let's take me back.
All right. My story starts on, let's say, the year 2003 in June. I was actually living here in Florida with my sister and her family. We got a call that, our mom passed away. So we traveled back to the islands, had the funeral service. I was fresh in my 20s. I'm like, I don't have no kids, my own place, nothing. I kind of wanted that. And when my sister returned back to Florida, I stayed back in the islands in my mom's house.
Mm-hmm.
The first couple of months, family and friends helped with the bills until my mom life insurance kicked in. And, I made it work until then. Now, don't quote me on the time frame. Let's just say this took about within a year time span, maybe even less. I don't have the time frame like that. But maybe a few months into living back on the islands, I met Denroy through a mutual friend, and being that the island was so small, you run into the same person over and over majority of the time. So after meeting him that first time, I met him maybe a couple times after that, and it was mostly like, hey, how you doing? Like a friendly gesture because we knew the same person. And maybe on the third time we ran into each other, it became like, hey, can I get your number? I'm interested. And I'm like, the only problem I see with him, because he was a good looking guy, I'm like, you're about 5'5". I'm 5'10", 290 pounds at the time. I'm like, what you want with a girl like me? What are you going to do with me? But keep this part in mind. He just got out the Marines. What did he say? I don't think he said he was married at that time, but he had kids and whatever. And he just came back to the islands as well, and he lived with his mom. So we talk a bit on the phone, talking became hooking up. Hooking up became a few months in again. Him end up being there with me, living with me for the time being. And things were pretty good. He was a good cook, clean, cut the yard. The things women claim they're looking for. And, like I said, he was a good looking guy. I was like, okay, fine. Everything was good. And let me make sure I have this right because I don't want to give false information.
Yeah.
So it was, I kind of noticed, no, it was one day we was hanging out by my grandma's house. And I was joking with him. I was play fighting with him. And he actually picked me up and body slammed me on the ground. Like, actually lift all of me up, slam me on the ground. And my family was like, yo, what's going on, whatever. I'm like, it's okay. We were joking. We were playing. But it looked like something
like a
snapped.
switch flipped.
Yeah, and I had to remember, okay, well, he was in the Marines. I never really asked him what he was discharged for or anything like that because it wasn't in my head. So I was like, well, I know not to play fight with you because you're going to take it a little too far. And another few months in, like, we were having an argument one day, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to jump in my car and go. So while I was leaving, I got in my vehicle. He came out. He was yelling. I was yelling. He took a remote, threw it at me, which smacked me dead on my forehead. So I just drove off and I was like, whatever. And when I came back, it was, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. You just got me angry, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, maybe he mean it because it seemed sincere when he apologized. So we went back to being good. And then we got in another argument. And I was like, you know what? I'm about to leave again because that was just me. I'm going to leave. I'm not about to stay there. So this time when I was leaving, he came running up behind me, grabbed me in a chokehold. And I'm like, please stop, because I couldn't breathe at the time. And he literally said, I'm not going to kill you. I'm just going to put you to sleep. And I don't know what made him stop, but he let go. I got in my vehicle. No, I went back in the house, locked him out, called the cops, and he took off. The cops then came. They took the report. I didn't talk to him for a while, and he came back, and little old me was like, okay, let's just see what's going to happen. Of course, things was good, but I started noticing little things here and there. I kept wondering, like, why does he keep getting sick? He keep throwing up every now and again. I was like, this is different. And things just started to get, no, he ended up cheating on me. And I stayed again like a dummy. I don't know what was going on then, but, I was young, lost my mom, no guidance, no nothing. So we're just going to leave it as I was just misguided and just thinking I was in love or, just whatever. So after he cheated on me, of course I take him back. And then after that, it just got toxic. From him doing drugs, stealing my money, taking my vehicle and taking it to the drug spots, leaving it there abandoned. I had to call people to tow my vehicle so many times. Used to be so embarrassed to the point I started partaking in the drugs with him. And
What kind of drugs was this?
yeah. But
Okay.
so one day while we were partaking one night, and I don't know what hit me, but while I was sitting in the hallway that night, I saw like thousands of rats running around the wall. I was hallucinating really bad, and it was like, I think I need to stop. I think I need to leave this guy alone because this is not good. Something's not right. So of course, I ended the relationship with him. I saw him every now and again, and I realized he was still doing his drugs and stuff, and I just left him alone. And in the space of time, I ended up meeting another guy. We started talking, and I think Denroy saw me with him one time, and I claimed, that's my cousin, because I don't know what might lead to whatever. I was like, oh, this is my cousin, and he believed it or whatever. And the day he came over, I had just wake up. I got out my bed. He was ratting on the door. He's like, hey, Angie, I need somebody to talk to. I'm in a bad state right now. I'm sorry. I just need a moment. And I was like, okay, well, I haven't seen him in a bit. Maybe he really just needs someone to unwind to or whatever. So I let him in thinking he really just needs someone to talk to. So he was like, oh, I'm sorry. Came to being, him just venting. Then it turned into, you're a bitch. You're a whore for leaving me. I can't believe you moved on with someone else and blah, 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 blah. And I picked up my phone to go call his mom to come and get him. So as I walked away to pick up the phone and call, as his mom picked up the phone, I said, hey, Car. I turned around and I see Denroy running towards me with a knife he pulled out his back pocket. And he got me to the ground. Don't know how it happened. It just all happened so fast. All I know I was on the ground, kicking and screaming, and he's standing over me, taking this knife and just jabbing it right in my throat, up and down, just right there. That's how I got that scar right here. You can't see it too clear, but there was like a 2-inch hole in my neck or something like that, because he was just stabbing. I'm kicking, screaming, trying to fight him off. Then he grabbed my head and he tried to slit my throat twice, but the knife was so dull, it was more like him just trying to get it done. But I was kicking and screaming at the same time, and I heard my neighbor through the commotion. She was like, Angie, I called the cops. They're coming. They're coming. And I just had to sit there just fighting and screaming. So within that time tussling, he stood up. He stomped on my face 3 times on my head with his boot. And in that moment when I was just I couldn't do nothing. He stood up. He walked to the door. He locked the door. And there was this machete that he used to sharpen to cut the yard. And he stored it between the couch. I never thought anything of it. I just left it there, forgot about it even myself.
Yeah.
So he grabbed the machete. He stood over me. And the only thing I could think of was, let me just grab it because I don't know what he's going to do with it. And it was a 2-sided machete, which was sharpened. So when I grabbed it, he did a little tug, which I let go, hence the scar on my hand. My thumb was literally hanging off. I didn't even notice until after everything. But after he pulled the machete, he stood over me. I don't know if he was in a trance or if he was high at that time, but he stood over me and he just looked at me and started to gag, like he was going to throw up, and took off running to the kitchen. I got up. I was like, it's okay. I love you. We're going to work it out. You know, I figured that's what he wanted to hear, because you came over here talking about how I moved on and I left you and like I didn't care or whatever, but I just got up, apologized, walked in my room. I remember laying on my bed, but I told myself, you need to get up because I don't know where he's at. I don't know what else is going to happen. I need to get up and get out the house. I got up. I didn't see him. So I walked out the front door. I leaned on the neighbor's truck. I remember walking to the chair that was outside. I sat down, and that's all I could remember.
You blacked out?
Yeah. So I was awakened by him slapping me in my face, telling me, breathe through your mouth. And I'm like,
This was him?
yeah. Like, dude, you just almost tried to kill me. Now you're...
No, you're trying to revive me.
Yeah. And at the time, my neighbor next door, he came down and he was licensed firearm carrier. So he came with his daughter and his firearm, and he actually told him, you know, you're going to stay right there. He pointed the gun at him, told him, stay right there because the cops were already coming.
Mhm.
Stay right there, don't move. And he had the gun pointed while his daughter came and take care of me. But at the same point, I walked to him and I really wanted to take the gun and shoot Denroy. I'm not going to hold you.
Mhm.
I was like, just shoot him because what you did to me, unacceptable. I didn't like that. It was crazy. Not to mention that when he woke me up, the loudest scream I let out was nothing compared to what I was doing in there. I screamed so loud because I felt everything.
Yeah.
From the pain, just
When
everything.
When did that come in the hospital? Oh, the pain?
The pain, no, when he woke me back up,
Okay.
like it all just went straight through me. Like I felt it all.
The adrenaline dump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the police came. They locked him up. I went to the hospital. I received stitches in my hand, stitches in my neck. I had a dislocated right shoulder. And for a good maybe 2 to 3 weeks, I stayed with my aunt because I couldn't feed or bathe myself.
Mm.
So she had to feed me. She had to clothe me. She took care of me. And even when I used to go outside by my grandma, because my whole face had a boot print, just smack right here in my face.
Did
Everybody
anything break or
No.
fracture in your?
No,
Thank God.
no. So I would just be sitting there. People walk by. Oh Lord, what happened to your grandchild? This and that. I'm like, please just stop. So I just stayed in the house most of the time because I just didn't want nobody to see me like that.
Yeah.
But after that, we went to court. He got locked up. He did his time. Definitely did not went back at all. Didn't encourage it, nothing. So maybe 2 year, well, a year later, I think when he got out, a year later when he got out, I found out that he actually hanged himself on the beach. So he's no longer here with us, which is good for me at the same time, but punk way ass out.
Yeah, it's bittersweet.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically that's my story, and it's not as serious as other people.
It's pretty
So,
fucking serious.
Yeah, but I'm just saying there's
Don't make
more
light.
there's more people out there that experience it worse. And when I came on here to say you're never stuck in a situation. You know that, right? You're not stuck. It's what you're willing to sacrifice to get out your situation. And there is help. It's, are you willing to try to go get that help?
Yeah.
What do you value more, your life or staying there because whatever reason it might be? I don't know. Some people really love their partners. Some people are just
Scared.
don't have anything else. Let me tell you something. What I know now at this age, if I knew back then, and if I was in a situation like certain people, like married and felt like I was stuck, trust me, I cook your food, I bring your water. Something was going to happen for me to get away, whether I had to go spend time in jail or whatever, but I was not staying with anyone that's going to go cost my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'd rather spend my life in jail than spend my life with you being beaten, tortured, whatever it is. Like, you're never stuck. You just got to know what you're willing to give up and sacrifice for.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
it's not worth having a furnished lifestyle and, well, I'm accustomed to this. Well, you might be accustomed to death because that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And a lot of times if it goes unchecked, that's where it can lead. And, when you say it might not be as severe, like a couple of inches to the left and he might have hit your artery and you wouldn't be here sitting with us today.
Yeah. But you see, I had my signs. Like from the first time I could say, okay, yeah, maybe it might have been an accident. Maybe you really was angry and the person did that. But the second time that partner hit you again, it's like you're pushing it now.
Mm-hmm.
This is not normal. It's a pattern. That starts the pattern. 1 hit, 2 hit. But I'm gonna wait for the third one, and the third one might be my life next. So why would you want to stay? Especially if you're freshly new in a relationship, don't waste your time you can't fix nobody.
No.
Can't fix nobody. So
no, and those type of people that do that, they will hyper focus on one person.
Yeah.
And then, do all sorts of, like you said, he cheated on you. There's all sorts of other things that they do. They, get involved in drugs and cheating and who the hell else knows what they're doing out there. But, then when it comes to you though, or anyone, person X, whatever, they're like weirdly, like not protected, but like they own you, like you're a piece of property.
You ain't nobody property. Go live your life. Just that you're not stuck. You just have to know you got to sacrifice something for something better. You might feel like it's going to be the worst thing or you fear the unknown, but the unknown might be way better than what you're going through right now, because I definitely would not even entertain another relationship like that.
No.
From the first red flag or the second red flag, I'm done, bro. Like, I'm not going through that. No, especially if you put your hand on me the one time, we're good. I don't want to deal with it. I don't.
Why do you think women, since they are the highest demographic for this type of violence to happen to, but do you think that it's like a thing where they lie to themselves, and they think that they can maybe change a person?
Some of it is, and just some of it is society just make women out to be the weakest person out on the planet. Like, we are not weak. You're very smart.
Yeah.
Use your mind, your heart, follow your intuition, your desire, and just go with it. Why stay?
Yeah, I think it's sometimes too. It's hard to find. It's hard to see these things because some of these guys are very good at masking it for as long as they possibly can. Maybe whatever they get, they go out in the shed and punch holes in the wall or something, and then when they come in, they're all, "Oh, hi, lovey dovey," But how long is that gonna last?
And this is why you got to be observant of who you with now.
Yeah.
You got to pay attention, not just, oh, I just love the good part of him. He cooks, he's clean, he's handsome, he's this, he's that.
Right,
We
right.
fell in love, this and that. It's all so sweet, but then you're not actually looking. You're just looking at what he's
Exterior.
presenting, but
Mhm.
you got to pick up, just feel it, like study them.
It's a hard thing to detect sometimes.
It is. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie, but then go be an FBI agent. Go speak to his mama, his grandma, friends, family. Hey, what's your driver's license? I need to run a background check on you. I need to take me to your old job or something. I want to properly investigate you before I'm invested in you.
Yeah, that's a good saying. I like that. Investigate you before I'm invested in you. I mean, it's really true. There have been a few times when I've got a buddy that's in the, he's retired now. I shan't say his name because he might get in trouble for this. But I've had some police reports run.
Yeah.
Check background checks.
You got to stop falling for the self-image alone. Just go
women,
ahead.
I mean, there's a thing about women, and I'm not the one that said it. Like I see a lot of women that make jokes about how good of investigators they are. Like I'll find anybody and I'll find your ass, and they find out all the shit they've been doing, but when it comes to themselves, they got blinders on.
Yeah.
Because whatever it is, whether they, and sometimes, I mean, I've heard stories of, well, we were high school sweethearts and we grew up together and he's the love of my life. Present company excluded, Pat. They were high school sweethearts. But yeah, it's just, no matter what the reasoning is, like you've got to be on your A game. I mean, and it sucks because when you think I love someone and I've entered into a relationship with someone and I've given them my heart, I've given them my home, a part of my home or whatever. We've made a home together. You've created all these things. Maybe you've had children together. That's the worst. Is when you have little ones, when you've created life now and now you're not just worried for yourself.
Yeah.
You're worried about what is he doing when I'm not there? That's the scariest. That to me is, and I've never been in a domestic violence situation, but again, what was the statistic that you said? It happens to
4.4 people out of 1,000.
Women over men.
Oh, 85% of the time is women.
And that's and again,
it was also 1,100 domestic violence lead to death yearly.
See?
2 million injured yearly. 5.5 million children witness it yearly. So on average.
and again, there's so many. Like I think he said or you said, but so many of those go without being reported because of whatever reason. Like you said earlier, like they might be scared or
they say over half.
Yeah.
Generally.
Yeah, I mean, so that number could be much higher, if for all we know. I don't know.
No, I wasn't. Find your way out. Don't stay around for it. I wouldn't want to be nobody's punching bag or just be used and abused like that. How you loving me, but you beating me? Mm-hmm.
I just don't understand what that feeling of. Is it infatuation? Is it like, are you obsessed with someone? Like, why a woman would be like willing to overlook, or a man to overlook whatever red flags, what is it that causes that? Like, why would they? I mean, I have no idea what it is.
For me, like I said, I was just young, just lost my mom, trying to find my way. I
was vulnerable.
I was early in my 20s, still making bad decisions, and he was really one of them. But it also opened my eyes to like be more attentive to the people I'm around. Because even after him, I dated people here and there. I've had 2 stalkers in my life. Like literally was not it. And even one of the guys were married, and it's like, why are you showing up to my house? You're showing up to my job. You're pulling up to places. How are you finding me? You know what I'm saying? That was very uncomfortable for me because of the situation I've been in already. And the other guy, he used to sit up on top of the hill seeing who's coming to my house and stuff like that. Like, why is he doing that? You know?
It's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm just glad I just left those people alone after that because
Now,
I don't need that.
did all this all happen in the islands?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Has anything ever happened to you here?
No. Right now, like hate to say my marriage is not the best right now. It's not like it's anything serious, but hate to put it out there, but it's came to its end, and we're just trying to make it possible with the kids, just like living as roommates.
It's hard with kids.
Yeah. So I'm still there. He's there. We keep it cordial for the kids. And this is why I don't try to entertain dating or anything of that nature, because it's like, I have to get my life together. I have my kids to worry about. I'm 43 years old with 4 kids. Even if I was to say, okay, this is the end of this, I have to move on, I still got to move on with just me and my 4 kids. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. How are the kids?
They are wonderful.
Yeah.
Some baby kids, but they're wonderful.
Some baby kids?
Yes.
Well, I see you've been doing a few more little TikToks with the kids and stuff.
Here and there. They don't like to put them out there, but...
No. But do they enjoy it? They like having fun with making
the one
videos
video
with mama?
I asked my son, come and do a video with me. Man!
Oh.
He was like, man, why? Just come do a video with mommy. And they'll do it here and there. My daughters, they got big, so they don't care to do it no more.
Sure.
So I just
Which
do it
is
for
funny
me.
to me because, like, teenagers, you'd think that they're like, oh, I want to be an influencer, but they really don't.
They don't. I was like, what's wrong with the two of y'all? I'm always in the camera. Why aren't you there?
Yeah. A lot of what I see are, like, people our age.
Yeah.
On TikTok making funny videos and stuff. Which, I mean, like you said, I don't really want to put, especially when they're young, you don't want to put them out there because there's a lot of creeps in the world. And it's just like, for real, bro? You're going to, like, for real? This is what you get off on. Yeah.
And that's what my kids do. I talk to my kids about every and anything, especially my not adult daughters, but my 2 bigger kids. My girls, I speak to them a lot, especially about getting into relationships and my situation. And basically, I tell them all the time, just be careful. And my boys, even though they're so young right now, I keep telling them, don't you put your hands on no woman.
Good.
Don't go out there hitting anybody like that. If they hit you first now, you do what you need to do, but just don't go out there hitting anybody. Like, keep your hands to yourself, because now, of course, they're brothers. They fight. They be hitting each other, but it's like, keep your hands to yourself. Just today I told my son, stop hitting my son. He looked at me like, what? I'm your son too. Yeah, stop hitting each other. You know?
No, that's a good lesson to learn early on. Now, this ex of yours, the one that, almost took you away from us, did he have both of his parents growing up? Do you know?
I only met his mom, and the mom had a different guy she was with, some husband of hers.
So dad was gone.
I think so, yeah. I didn't never meet him.
And they never talked really about his growing up situation.
I never even asked. That's just what I'm showing you. Like, you don't ask the things that you should be asking. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't attentive to those things when I was that age. I was like, he cooks, he cleans, he's loving on me, he cares about me. Because, growing up, I was really insecure about myself. I was like, I'm not the type of people gonna go stop and be like, hey, girl, what's up, I felt like I was chubby. I had knock knees. I had buck teeth. I was like, yo, ain't nobody studying me. But people did, because once you look past all of this and you get to know me, I realize people, they get to like my personality.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's what lasts.
Yeah, because at first they'd be like, oh, you ain't my type, this and that. You hang around me a little bit. Now it's like, I kind of like you. You kind of like me, or you do like me? Which one?
Yeah.
You know you like me. Come on, man. Don't let all of this bother you. It's okay. The heart is what you need to go for, you know?
Yeah.
But like I said, the journey I've been on, as we call it, the journey, I've had more acceptance of myself. I've learned my flaws and accept it and walk with pride with it.
Yeah.
This is me. I can't change nothing else except the personality, and it's not going anywhere.
Right. Well, I mean, but she can grow a quick beard. Look, bam. It's liberating, isn't it?
Oh, it's falling.
Yeah, it's not. You didn't
I'm
stick it
gonna
on there
shave.
very.
I'm gonna
Okay, yeah,
shave.
shave that off.
Yeah.
You didn't adhere it very good. No, I just I asked that because I wonder a lot of times, um, like when men grow up or boys when they grow up without their dad or a mom, sometimes. I mean, I'm obviously the exception to the rule as well because I grew up without a dad.
Yeah.
I had a need and a desire for male role models, so I would seek them out in my, my older cousins or
Yeah.
uncles or my grandfather was one of my biggest role models. But when they don't have those things, they're never really taught how to be a man, how
Yeah.
to act like a man. They get from TV or movies or whatever, they get this weird skewed like image of how they think they're supposed to be.
Because that's what the TV shows them.
Right. Plus what they see, like women go fawn over, and ladies, you tell me if I'm bullshit or not, but you don't want a dad bod. You want a rock hard abs, big muscles and shoulders. But every woman I've taught, and again, this is also, I had to cover my ass on all angles. This is no shade to those guys, but a lot of women that I've met that actually found a dude like that they fell in love with or whatever, they 6-7 months later, oh shit, 6-7,
Maybe they need to go for the
yeah.
dad bod. Maybe you need to go for something
Right.
different.
Which
Experience something.
there's psychos on both ends of the spectrum. All I'm
Mhm.
saying is the women that I've talked to, they're like, bro, dude wasn't all there, and the reason that maybe they work out so hard is because they have, issues going on in
Yeah.
their head, and they have self-confidence issues with themselves. And like you said, you really ought not be dating anybody until you get your shit together.
Right.
Whatever, and that's up here.
Mm-hmm.
When you're okay with this, and you're like, fuck it, I am who I am. I'm not gonna, I'm cool as hell. Whatever, you can either hang with me or you can dip. But the biggest thing that I think the message that I think I want to convey, and I think you did a very good job of doing that, is don't stay.
Yeah.
That it's a lot of people that when they see a red flag and they go, hey, it's just that thing. That's just that one thing. I can compromise. I can move around that. I can live with that. Whatever it may be.
If it's minor.
If it's minor.
Yeah. If it's not.
Oh, he raised his voice to me. Or she raised her voice to me. Okay. I was watching a video this morning about a guy who was married, and I don't know all the circumstances. I just saw the fact that he was woken up in the middle of the night. She dumped a bucket of cold water on him in his bed. And I don't know if it was his wife or his girlfriend, but they lived together. And she just dumped this water on him and it went away. Well, it happened like 2 or 3 times, and he was like, enough. Like different nights.
Yeah.
Well, he finally called the cops. Like, he was like outside. He's like, look, I have a reputation. I have a job. I'm not trying to lose my job. So I decided to remove myself from the house because I don't want any kind of, and all it takes is, I say all it takes, but then there's going to be women screaming at their cell phone when they're listening to this, or the YouTube channel on their TV or whatever. But they'll be like, no, bitch, it takes a lot more. But there are certain situations where even if nothing happened, if the man never put his hands on a woman, if a woman tells the cops, he hit me,
Yeah.
they'll take him. They always most of the time. I can't say always. That's the definitive. I have to stop talking in definitives. But most of the time, I think they would side. But the problem you had is they weren't there.
Yeah.
And it don't take but a couple of seconds for death to happen, and for all the physical trauma that you almost lost your thumb.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have stabbed you in your jugular.
Even after that, like when he got locked up, I lived in fear for like, cause you get arrested, then you get out sometimes and then go back cause you got to go to your hearing and all of that. I think his mom bailed him out or something like that. I don't recall if she did or what happened, But even at that point, I was like, I lived in fear. I always felt like someone was running up behind me. I walked around. This one time I was in a store with my friend and I swear I saw him. And I started shaking and crying. She was like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" I said, "I think
Trauma.
that's him. I think that's him." And she's like, "Calm down. That is not him." But it messed me up for a little bit. And then, because the
That's
only
real
reason,
trauma.
yeah, because one friend, he was locked up at the time and he was locked up with him. He was like,
Yeah.
"That man said when he comes out, he's coming for you."
Oh, really?
Just like that, he told me. But by then, I had joined the police force. I don't know if I did it because I wanted to be able to,
Feel safe.
discipline myself or whatever. But at the same time, I find it as a gateway for talking to other women when I go on domestic violence cases. Even though sometimes it gave me little trauma, like I would go on there and be like, "Okay, listen, let me go and tell these people this." And sometimes I would share my story with the women. And sometimes I used to go back on the same case to the same house. I'm like, if I come back next time, you might be in a body bag. What you doing?
Did you ever see that?
No, which
Thank
I'm
God.
grateful for.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah. So
Did these women that you would talk to, did they heed your warnings, or did some of them just go, ah?
I don't know, and I hope they did. If not, I never saw them after again, because the last few years of being on the police force, I was reassigned to the government house. So I did security up there instead of being on the road.
Okay.
So after that, that was it for me,
Mm-hmm.
which was okay because I got tired of doing that job for real.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people, it's crazy how the human psyche works. You know, when I smoked cigarettes, I had 10 friends telling me, "Hey man, those are bad for you. Hey man, you should probably quit. Those are bad for you." You know, and I had a doctor once then tell me, "Hey bro, your lungs are like crap and it's deteriorating your bones. You should probably stop."
Yeah.
And then you're like, "Oh, okay, maybe I better stop," you know. But or it's like until they live that situation and go through that torment and that hell, they will not believe anyone or listen to anyone because they think, "I know better."
It's not going to happen to me.
All right.
You get stuck sometimes.
Yeah.
When you're not really stuck, but you get lost in it, you get confused, and then you make up imaginary stories in your head to make it seem like it's okay, and now you can't get out.
Yeah. There is no fairy tale.
No, there isn't.
And when I feel like when you feel like you've hit fairy tale status,
You're crazy.
you're deluding yourself.
You're very delusional.
No, I don't knock it because I love to see people in love. I love seeing people happy. I'm not like a detractor of love. You know, I'm not that. That's not what I'm saying.
It's out there, but you just, like I said, it's
Must
for
be
you.
careful.
Yeah, you got to determine what you want to deal with.
Yeah, that's why I try to tell people, like, don't rush into anything, ever. You know, I don't care, you know, how perfect they are. Do not rush.
Yeah.
You know, date other people, like date around, you know, like see what's out there. Like that's what dating is. Like, you know, I went out on a date with Mike on Monday. No, I didn't. Sorry, Mike. We didn't actually go out on a date, but, you know, or whatever. I went out on a date with Susie, and then, you know, maybe Wednesday I went out on a date, and you don't have to have sex with them. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is,
get to know each other.
Yeah.
Like, actually get to know each other.
Like
I mean, sex is a plus, but
Well, sure.
get to know, because sex don't be that good unless you got that connection. Because if you don't,
yeah. And if you don't know how to compartmentalize things, like if you're just like, man, I just want a nut, you know, and I just want to go out and have me a good old time, and whoever I'm going out with tonight, that's who's going to get it, you know, then you better be able to compartmentalize, and you better be safe, because you could fall in love with a crazy person,
Yeah.
A, or B, you could get knocked up, you know, you could get pregnant with, you know, a crazy person, and then that's even worse.
But in these times, it's really weird that a lot of people are preferring to be single now. Like,
Yeah.
you see too much. And I've run into men that I've talked to, and the way they come off is like, yeah, I could see why people are single, because y'all don't know how to talk to nobody. You think it's all about this, bam, bam, oh, I got this, I'm going to do this to you, girl. And what else?
Yeah.
What else you got to offer?
Yeah, yeah.
Because
That'll
I
last about 2 minutes.
got a dildo in there that could do the same thing you're doing. So
Right.
what else you got?
A
I'm just
rose.
saying.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's very true. I mean, and for what? Maybe 30 minutes if you're lucky, worth of pleasure, if you're lucky. Like, listen, dudes, I know the days back in the day, all the R&B songs, like
Mhm.
I'm gonna stroke it to the break it down. Like, no, motherfucker, you're not.
No,
You might have a stroke
give you 5 minutes
during the
girl.
break of dawn, but it's
Mhm.
not. Yeah, I'm just saying there may be dudes out there that can do it, but I'm just telling you, I'm 48 years old, and even with as hard as I try, and I do a lot of things, I'm just like, it's not. Is it worth it?
Yeah,
You gotta
yeah.
not to go too far down a weird way, but yeah, you have to really ask yourself, is it worth it? Can I hold out?
Yeah.
Or is it just something you just gotta do? And again, that's on you to make that decision, but just be safe and be careful because there are crazy people out there, right?
Very much. People 360 in a heartbeat lately. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's the 5G.
You think it's the 5G?
It's the 5G scrambling our brains.
It's also turning the frogs gay.
Turn the freaking frogs gay.
It's just this.
Yeah.
The internet.
Yeah.
The internet is just.
It's bad. And I it's good and it's bad. It's just a weird thing, It's like there's so much information that we have access to now. And you almost don't even need to look for it anymore. You can just literally ask your phone.
Hey Google.
Yeah, that or Chat
Siri.
GPT or Siri, and they'll tell you the answer you need to know right away. Lickety split, and you could be an expert in the field on whatever the hell it is you're looking up.
Yeah.
But it's also there's a lot of negative death. There's all types of there's funny things. There's so much stuff.
I try to stay away from the negative stuff. I don't even watch the news no more.
Well, you have a good head on your shoulders, though.
Yeah, people be like, "Oh, you heard this in the news?" No, I did not. If
I don't
it's
watch
not
the news.
affecting me close enough to me,
Mhm.
and then they got so much AI. You don't know what to believe, what is real from what isn't. Like all these things. I just put my phone down sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw a video the other day of Trump. It was full AI. Full AI, but it looked kind of real. I was like, he had a mohawk or something, or a shaved head and a goatee and a gold chain with a $sign on it. And I was like if it was just a picture, like I would be like, did that dude shave his head? It looked real.
Horrible.
But they got his voice, and I mean, obviously, when the mouth was moving, when he would move and do things, you could see it was AI. I was like, damn, we're close.
Yeah.
To the uncanny valley. So yeah, you never know what's real and what's not real anymore. And
that's why I'm not so gullible like that. I'm hard to really. You got to prove. I got to see it for myself to believe it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why when it comes to religion, politics, and all that stuff, stop. Is it happening to me right now? Is it affecting me? How bad is it bothering me? Like what is like I go into.
Do I have a dog in this fight?
Yeah, like I just start breaking. No. And lately I know I've been irritating people because I have changed like completely. I'm more silent. I don't. Like how you be at work and say you made friends with somebody.
Mhm.
It's not really so much making friends if you complain about the same thing, complain about work and this and that. Now you're just my coworker. We just work together. But me, put me in a corner. I got my music. I do my work. I mind my business. I go home. I'm chilling. I hardly be on my phone like that.
Probably solves a lot of drama.
It does. I just keep to myself.
Yeah.
I check on people. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm completely ghosting people, but I've found a peace where it's like I could really I'll sit outside by myself and be content and happy.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah. That's, I don't know. Like I said, that whole, politics and religion, I try to steer clear of as well, which is crazy because, I have a podcast and people are like, well, why don't you talk about that stuff?
No.
Well, first of all, and I've tried, like I've got some friends that are very political minded, and they like to talk about those things. And I love that for them. I really do. And I love that they know all these things.
Yeah.
I have what I call feelings about things. I don't know anything. I just if you tell me something, if you give me an option A and an option B, like, well, which way would you go? Well, I have how I feel about that thing or whatever, how it makes me feel. And that's the way I would think. I don't have any facts. I don't look stuff up. I don't watch the news because
Yep.
it's become so biased, like the left and the right and this one's left and this one's right. I don't give a shit.
Right.
I don't care which arm you're on, left or right. I really don't care because first of all, in my opinion, and this is a feeling that I have,
Right.
every single one of them, whether it's, red or blue, they're all full of shit and they're all lying to you and they're all a bunch of crooks, and this is just my personal feelings. And, so when people come to me and they're like, I can't believe Trump did this, or I can't believe so-and-so did this, these Democrats, these Republicans, I just walk away. Because I'm like, they're all full of shit. Why do you even care? Why do you emote? Why do you spend even an iota of your time worrying about it? Well, because it affects us all. Does it?
Really? That's
I
what
mean,
we say. Like, where?
I still wake up in the morning
And go to work.
and go to work.
Mm-hmm.
I have yet to find one that goes, guys, we figured it out. You'll never have to work again. You can just do whatever you love, and you don't have to worry about paying any money anymore. When I have one of those guys, but of course that's communism, right?
Yeah.
And I don't want. I like being able to like pay for stuff and work a job and talk on here and do whatever the fuck I want and say what I want. I love that. But again, no matter who's in office, there's going to be people that hate that person.
Yeah.
Right?
That was like my dad this morning. I was talking to him. Trump doing this, Trump doing that. I'm on the phone like, Jesus, I don't talk about this nonsense. I don't know nothing, Dad. I just listen to him ramble on, and it's like, oh, really? He did? Wow, I didn't know. Interesting. Not my topic. It's nothing I could do about that. I can't control that at all. We stuck with that. So what you want me to do?
Yeah. Well, we got 3.5 more years.
Nothing I could do.
Well, I mean, if nothing else, the last like 2 or 3, well, the last 2 presidents, the current and the one we had before, has been great for comedy.
Yeah. I guess I don't watch none of it. I don't study any of it.
That's where.
As somebody who does watch all of this, it's pretty disappointing, honestly, to see how these humans are.
Yeah.
Because they say one thing and then they just do the totally opposite.
Yeah.
No matter what side of the aisle they are, no matter what rhetoric they talk about, they continuously
Sweet talk, yeah.
Flip flop.
But they just flip flop on everything. And
Yeah,
it's so disgusting.
I would almost, to the point where you can almost take bets. Like you just write down everything that they have on their platform, and then you're like, all right, what's the over under on? Are we going to solve this problem? Well, like how many months do you think before they give up on it? Or we never hear about it again.
Yeah.
That bullshit talk just to get in.
Yeah, and then bonus points if there's an alien sighting at that very same time when people are asking about that thing. Because you notice when there's a hot topic in the in the news or whatever that everybody's talking about, because you can't get away from it almost anymore on TikTok.
Yeah.
It's like people have used that platform, which great. If you know facts and you know these things and you can speak intellectually about it, good. Have your platform. I think everyone should deserve it.
Yeah.
I think everybody should have a platform. That's why we're here today. But this platform is different. But what I'm saying is, what the hell am I saying? But yeah, there's always we saw an alien. We caught pictures of aliens. And it's like we see through that.
Shit, where the aliens at? Because I'm ready to go. Beat me up, Scotty.
Well, it's just a diversionary tactic, I think, to get us off of whatever the hell's happening.
So it's just like the whole, evidently, the session that is supposed to happen right after the government opens back up is a vote on Jeffrey Epstein, like a recession.
What are they voting on? He's dead.
To release all the files.
Okay.
So, but it was voted on last week, but it failed 51-49. So they were supposed to have another session, but then the government closed, shut down. So it's like they're just playing fucking games with all of our money and making everything like almost like a sitcom.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for the next $1 trillion that they go, we lost it. We don't know where it went.
I always say it's all by design. It's already put out there. They're just following whatever they're told to do.
Well, there's a video out there. Do you know who Ari Shaffir is? he's a comedian.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
He's a Jewish comedian. I have to say that because he's one of his comedy specials is called Jew. You know, he talks about it a lot. But there's a video out there. I'm not sure if I want to play it here, Pat, but you can pull it up. But he goes a little hard.
Mhm.
Okay, like he goes a lot harder than I would probably go. But he's just basically what he was getting at, what he was referring to. He was in an interview and somebody was asking him how do we fix this or whatever. He said, well, I don't know if I even want to say what he said because it's real hard. He went hard in the interview talking about
That's Ari Shaffir.
yeah,
Oh.
talking about how to get rid of how, if you look, all I'll say is if you look back at history across the world, anytime there is a real, like a regime change,
Mhm.
what happens to the leader before they die? So
Assassination.
like across the world, like in,
Oh,
in different countries,
Oh,
whatever,
yeah.
if there's a regime, or, so he's like, we've never had that happen here. No one's done that. Not that we, want people to die, not at all. But he went that hard. He went there. I didn't go there.
You
It
see
made
how
me
you
very.
lost me right there. I don't follow none of that.
So
stuff.
he was saying, go, we need to start killing politicians until they figure it out, until they figure out they can't do this anymore. Now, again, I did not say that, YouTube.
I used to joke and say, "Where all these people that do witchcraft and stuff? Ain't nobody knowing how to make him
Well, his point was that we've never had a real regime change because the regime has always been the same. We just put a new puppet in place.
Mhm.
Every 4 years, we put a new puppet in place.
And that's why I said I don't really follow all that
Yeah,
stuff.
I
It's all
don't
by
follow it either.
design.
But my thought is like, if I ran a business, a big multi-billion-dollar business or whatever, and I own it, but I have someone run it. Every 4 years, I've got to put someone who's never done that job
right,
in that job. How's my business going to operate?
right.
You
Grab
know?
your forks and pitchforks. Let's go, people.
Right. So hopefully this doesn't get pulled because I
Ah,
I repeated something that someone said on YouTube. I was not my thoughts. These are not my, and this is just a comedian said this.
Mhm.
Again, he went hard. I saw it and I understand where he's coming from. And again, but I don't know shit about politics. I am not political. I stay the fuck out of it. I don't like it. It makes me feel icky. What do the kids say? It gives me the ick.
Yeah, politics and religion are two topics I stay away from because when I talk, I'm gonna get you heated because I
Yeah.
got questions.
I think we're being domestically violenced
Yeah,
against
we
by
are.
our government. And again, not to make
We
light
are.
of the subject, but we get just ear beaten,
Beating our ass
brow
without
beaten
touching
by
us.
this stuff. They're
You just generate taxes for them. That's all we
whatever
do.
it is. I mean, whatever. All I know is I wake up every morning, I take a shower, take a shit, shave, brush my
Routine.
teeth, eat my breakfast, and go to work. And I put my time in, and then I come home. And I
Yep.
see my family, and that's what I do. Now, there are times when it feels like, well, life's a little easier and I can pay my bills a little easier. And there's been times where it's like, shit, I don't know what I'm going to do. And maybe that has something to do with the government. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's just me.
But you still find a way though.
I find a way.
Exactly.
Whether it's maybe I need to cut back spending, cut some, whatever it is. Who knows? I don't know.
I
I'm
had to
not,
do that. I'm gonna start go make an OnlyFans soon.
girl, I have been threatening to sell pictures of my butthole for years. Problem is, I don't know if anyone wants to see that old hairy bat cave.
Yeah, you were right when you said threatening. That is a threat.
Did you watch it?
No, but nobody would watch that. You'd have to threaten them for them to watch it.
To watch what?
Your hairy butthole.
I thought you were going back to the Ari Shaffir thing.
No,
Yeah,
your
you're
hairy
right.
butthole.
I would have to pay people, but I'm not that interested. Maybe there's people out there that want to see hobbit feet. Maybe I can do a footfinder.com or
There's
something
foot
like
fetish
that.
people out there.
They like all kinds
that.
of things.
I'll tell you put some ketchup on it.
Listen,
and just rub it in.
I'll wear a pair of drawers for 3 or 4 days. If
Jim
you're,
Wise.
yeah, that's right. If you want to buy my old dirty ass drawers, I'll do it.
I'm gonna get some booty shorts and do my booty clapping on there.
That's what's up. I'll bet you. And you know what? You joke, but I guarantee you, there's some freak out there. And I say freak in the best possible way. I'm not here to yuck your yum. If
I
you're
done
into
bought
it.
my booty shorts. I'm just trying to find the confidence to get out there and be like, yeah,
Yeah, and sell them.
it's mine. I
Yeah.
do what I want to do.
Put it on
with
your
it.
Etsy page. It doesn't
Eh,
exist.
Yeah. It will exist. You put it out there.
I
It's gonna
did.
happen.
I did. People are going to look
It's
for
gonna
it now.
happen.
They're
Yeah.
looking. They're like, where do I go?
Where do I go buy this thing?
Where's
It's
Vibe
it's
Vibes
coming.
Expressions? Where is that at?
It's coming. If you build it, they will come.
Yeah. How hard is it to make an Etsy page?
I don't know. I gotta
Nah,
go.
I don't know.
I've watched so much YouTube videos. It's driving me crazy.
Yeah.
From crafting to business videos to it's all just.
Going in one ear and out the other.
I just be sitting there like, how much longer is this going to take?
Yeah.
Watching the time, but I do sit and watch and listen and write notes.
I need to
and-
hook you up, my friend Bruce Breedlove. He was on last week. He's a financial genius, and he's like one of those guys that can help you.
I need to, cause it's my goal, but I don't want to say what I want to do on here because sometimes you put it out there and somebody's talking about, hey, she gonna fail, and
No, you
don't know if
got
the universe is listening to whoever.
You're not gonna. No, you put yourself in the room with the people that say you're gonna do it, girl. Yeah, I'm one of those people. Exactly.
You saw on your page it had Etsy shop. I was like, where the shop at? But it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming. It's okay. I laughed at it. I told my friend, I said, what Etsy shop you see me got?
Listen, when I was younger, I smoked a lot of weed.
I smoked a lot of weed too, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't make those kind of mistakes.
I do. We are the type of it trips people out. When I have somebody will like reach out to me, they want to come on the show, and I'm like, they're like, what do you need from me? Do you need like a biography? Or I said, no, I don't want to know shit. Just send me a picture. I'm good. Sometimes there have been some times when I'm like, I've had somebody on that I don't really even know what the fuck they do. Like it's not real clear in their social media. So I'm like, yeah, send me a bio about what you do, so I can have something to write down in the description.
Yeah.
Because I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna research. If you don't tell me, I'm not gonna fucking research. So there's people that like some people where they're like, hey, do we script this? Are you gonna write a script? No, I
Just
do.
gonna wing it.
Yeah,
Just do what we feel like.
Hell yeah,
We vibe off each other. Like what?
That's it. We're just having a damn conversation because like it's a conversation between two friends.
Yeah.
And that's it. And sometimes if you're not my friend when you walk in the door, hopefully you are when you leave.
Right. Yeah.
Right, yeah. And hopefully you made friends with, the 215 people that subscribe to my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel.
221.
Huh?
221.
It's 220.
Yo.
What's up? And it's growing. I didn't expect it to go overnight, and I don't want it to do that because I think a lot of times if you blow up overnight, and I think we talked about this very exact thing last time you were here, but I just feel like you're not ready for it. And then whatever that one thing is that goes viral, now you have to do that.
Yeah.
Forever.
Like butt shaking.
Yeah. Is that the thing?
That's what the thing people likes when I'm on there. It's like you really just want to see me clap my little booty. Okay, cut. If you go through my videos, you see that I got more likes than anything. I'm like, I don't even got a big butt. What y'all looking at?
Yeah,
but
it's
whatever
impressive.
makes you happy.
The way you do it in sync with the music, it's impressive.
Yeah, I might need to start doing parties or something. Charge it.
Yeah, if you can start moving these things, if you can get them to move when you start working out and you get your pectoral muscles going.
It's coming.
Yeah, get them to where you can separate them left and right, and then you can do like the front and the back.
I told my friend that.
You'll double your followers overnight. It's funny because it's gonna sound like a gripe coming from me because I'm a dude, but unless you are like the most funny guy or you've got something that's really niche that makes people laugh, it's way
hard
easier
out there, yeah,
for women to pop up. But what kills me is like I've followed musicians, like female musicians, female artists, and they maybe they're pretty, maybe they're not. I don't know. I'm not looking at that, but I see them. I see their art. I see their work, the things that they're doing, or they're like really funny, and I see that, and that's what makes me follow you. It's not because you're pretty, or it's not because your tits are out. I could care less,
right?
But you will see them, and they're putting out really solid content, and they're doing really cool shit, and they got no followers,
right?
And then you go, and this girl just literally sits in a chair and blinks, and she's got cleavage out.
Yeah, oiled up and everything. Talking about
3.2 million likes, and how many subscribers, and they're literally just doing that all day. They make 10 videos like that a day, and they make fucking bank.
That are people that get talked about, because I noticed lately too that a lot of people follow people with disabilities or something that makes them look weird, or like they follow this one girl because she had bad teeth, and they talk about her and stuff. But at the end of it, even though she put herself out there, all of that helped her get her teeth fixed, and she was. It worked out in a way that you least expect it. So sometimes just put yourself out there. You're just gonna. Somebody always gonna have an opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Even just do dumb shit.
Yeah.
And let people bitch and complain. And an engagement is engagement, and whether it's negative or positive. But what I was actually going to ask you this earlier, but I don't know if you've noticed this, but like I can't even make a comment. Like I think I'm funny. Okay, I'm not, but I think I'm funny a lot of times. And you know, I'll make what I think is a funny comment, and I've had it removed before because they said it was hate speech or some bullshit like that, and I'm like, the fuck, seriously?
Yeah.
You know, like I've said, I'm dead, you know, or whatever, you know, like you're killing me. And that was considered, you know, some kind of not hate speech.
Oh yeah, they're strict like that now.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't even put the vomit face sometimes because they block you up like, yo.
Yeah, that's some negative in some way, but it's like, yeah, but she would laugh at it. I know if I put that up there, you'd laugh.
We got other people on here doing stuff that's way sensitive, and you're letting it go. But a comment of a vomit face, you're blocking me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then you get a strike on your thing or whatever. Yeah. Like I did the one and only live that I ever did. It was when I found out that they opened it up for people. You don't have to have 1,000 followers, and so I was like, well, fuck it, let me try. You know, so I went on TikTok and I did a live, and I'm not thinking. I'm sitting right there and I'm just chilling. I'm just talking, and the more I talk, and then the more whenever I have a sip of coffee, I want to go to my vape.
Can't do that.
You cannot do that. They pulled the fucking plug.
How dare you?
Yeah, they pulled the rug out from under me on that one. I was like, oh, okay, that's weird. Because guess what? That keeps me from smoking cigarettes that has 8 million chemicals in it. And this has 3 ingredients. Like, I know that it's not good for me, but it's way less bad for me than that other shit I was on. A, and B, I don't smell like a fucking cigarette every day.
Yeah.
And I'm not coughing up black shit every day. I don't wake up feeling like there's an 800-pound gorilla on my chest every day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like the lesser of two evils, but I get it. You don't want to be on there because there's kids on there and stuff. You don't want to be promoting anything. I'm not Jim Camel. You know, I'm not trying to be out here, you know, promoting tobacco use.
Right.
I couldn't care less. No one gave a shit when I was a kid. No one cared.
Too much sensitive people in the world.
There was cigarette commercials. Remember the Marlboro man? Fucking that dude made cigarettes look cool.
Even the little candies that were like cigarettes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hitting on some candy.
Yep. Yep. And I grew up with people smoking. Everyone in my house smoked. Like you could literally walk it any time into my front door and you could almost chop it and slide it out in a square and move it. It was that bad. Like I smelled like cigarettes my entire childhood.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, well, what's weird about that is like I was smoking at my buddy's house one day, and I came home, and it was like a fucking plume of fucking cigarette smoke in my house. And I got near my mom, and she goes, "You been smoking?" I was like, "Nah, we were burning shit down at Craig's house."
How you know the whole house smell like it already?
What the fuck?
That is the weirdest kind of nose blind I've ever seen in my life.
Your smoke don't smell like my smoke.
Yeah.
Probably.
You were smoking Benson Hedges. I smoke Marlboro, bitch. Try my life. That's a whole different tobacco.
Pall Malls.
Yeah.
That is crazy though.
Yeah.
I used to smoke too, but now like when you smell the cigarette smoke, it's just be like, it smells bad. It smells bad.
It really does.
Yeah, it does. And even when I used to smoke and I smell other people smoking, I used to be like, it still smells bad. Yeah, like, why are we doing this?
The worst kind of non-smoker is a reformed smoker.
Yeah.
Well, like if I get around someone that's smoking a cigarette, I get almost like asthma. Like it takes my breath away. And you know, like if you're a smoker and then you get in my damn car with that, damn.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And shout out to my mother. She smoked for her entire damn life, and she texted me the other day. We've been doing these family days, at one every third Sunday of every month.
Yeah.
We'll get together. You know, I can't be the whole family because I have a tiny house, but we get as many, like my mom, her, you know, just like a small group of family. So if you're in the family, I'm sorry if you didn't get the invite, whatever. If you want to host it and you got a bigger place, we'll do it there. But the last time we had one, she was over and we were talking about her wanting to quit. And she's like, I just never really, you know, could find one that I liked. Da, 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 da. I had just changed the coil in my vape and it was tasty. And she was, let me try that thing. And I said, hit it. You know, she hit it and she goes, oh, damn.
No.
That right there is pretty good. Well, a couple months later, she texts me and she goes, I need to know the type of everything, your entire setup. Like, I want to know everything. So I sent her everything that I got. And then she texted me about a week or two ago and she goes, hey, I'm like 3 days in, no cigarettes.
Good.
And I was like, big up, man. So shout out, Mom. Hopefully you haven't broke that cycle. You know, yeah. Hopefully you have broken the cycle, but it's hard, man. When you've been smoking that damn long.
My mom quit after over 20 plus years.
Yeah.
Quit cold turkey.
That's hard. Yeah. But I mean, if you got some willpower, bro, it's easy. But it's finding that willpower.
It is.
But is it easier to quit smoking or to quit the red flags?
You better quit both.
Yeah, you better quit both.
Just quit both.
You a walking red flag.
Quit both.
I'm just trying to figure out, you know, because some people, it's hard for them to walk away, to bring it back. You know?
I even cut back smoking the other stuff because I'm really trying to change a lot in me, like I said. So I've cut back. Like I said, I don't drink like that. I don't even know the last time I had a drink. So
really?
Yeah. I don't do alcohol.
I don't remember the day, but I remember the moment. You know, I don't remember the date or the time, but I just remember pouring out the last of my Jameson into the drain, and that was the last bottle I ever bought.
Good.
So I mean, Pat, you know better than me.
2017.
Might have been, about there, 2017, yeah.
So
8 years. 16, 18,
going on 8 years.
Yeah. So I mean, and that was hard because I loved it.
Yeah.
It's still hard.
Yeah.
I still think about it because she drinks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'll see her crack.
Stay strong.
Let me ask you a question, Jim.
Yeah.
Do you think you will ever drink alcohol before you die?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, at this point, it's more for me than anything else. You know, it's just like for my personal gratification. You know, there might be a time when I feel like I got a handle on things and I'm a pretty solid person and maybe I want to try, maybe I want to have a drink.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a grown ass man. You know, there's some people that believe out there that, you know, that it's like, you don't have to stop drinking just to stop being an alcoholic. But are those people alcoholics?
Sometimes you do, though.
Sometimes you do.
Yeah.
And for me at the time, I needed to stop because I was not in a good place. Like when you're going to work drunk, because from the night before, it's not like I would drink before work, but I would drink and pass out and then wake up and you're still drunk.
Yeah.
And you go to work, you know, and not to be an admission, but I mean, we passed that now. So if my employers happen to see this piece, you know, it's, you know, but yeah, I mean, I had a wake up call plus, you know, the kids, you know, and whatever your fucking reason was, whether you're doing it for the kids or whether you're doing it for your mom or doing it for your, you know, your dogs or whatever your reason is, it's a good reason and just do it, you know.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. That's a weird question, but I think about that sometimes too.
No, I was just wondering.
I think about that sometimes too, because I mean, I remember when I was married, before I had like a real issue, I could go out and, you know, have a few drinks and I'd be okay, straight, you know, and then I might, like I always had a bottle of Jameson in the freezer, always. And I sometimes those bottles would last for months, you know, and I would never drink it, you know, go months without drinking. And obviously I had some trauma, you know, when my divorce happened, I had trauma and I was like, I crawled into a bottle. So that was my vice or my crutch, whatever you want to call it, you know, and that's kind of what happened to me. And I had to get out of it and get creative and that's when I got back into photography and then we met, you know, shortly after that.
I'm proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
Right.
Proud
Thank
of
you.
I think I'm gonna cry now.
Listen, you didn't cry. And
I
and I know that was hard. I saw it was on the verge.
Yeah, I had to hold it back, but at the same time, if I could tell my story without crying, I'm okay with it now.
Yeah.
Because the last time I did talk about it publicly, I did
You
had a
lost it.
breakdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was crying.
It's hard. That is
But-
a hard story to tell. It's a hard story to hear because
See, I even came with my tissues talking about, oh God, I'm gonna break down and cry on this show, and everybody's gonna be watching me. But I was like, I didn't care.
well, I knew a little bit, and you kind of told me a little bit offline, off air, but like I didn't. There's like I didn't know it was all of that,
Yeah.
and again to what you said, I do want to reiterate to people, to women, men, whoever's may or may not be in a relationship that's toxic like that, abusive, don't minimize what's happening to you. Don't minimize what happened to you.
Right.
If you come across someone and you tell them your story, offline or whatever, and you're just having a conversation, don't minimize that. It's not small. Even if it's just a verbal or a slap or whatever the hell it is, and you think, that was nothing. There's women out there getting way worse. Of course there are. Of course there are. But, domestic violence is domestic violence, and none of it's okay. None of it.
Yeah, and men, if you're going through it, speak up too. Don't be scared.
Yeah.
Don't be scared, because there are some women out there probably beating the shit out of a man right now. Talking about
And it's not just physical, because sometimes the verbal abuse and the mental, games that people play, whether it's male or female, sometimes those can be longer lasting than scars. I mean,
Right.
Obviously, if you get a scar, it's going to be there forever. But it's a lot of the time it's the mental trauma that sticks with you the most, and it's the hardest thing to get through and get over.
Yeah.
I-
Because
yeah.
sometimes for me, I just be like, probably that's why I be so defensive with people. After a while, it was like, even dating, I didn't trust people too much. I was always I'm good. No. You come off as like, and I'm good at reading people lately too. So it's like, if I feel that vibe, like that, something actually be tugging on me, talking about, nah, keep it going, and I keep it going.
Your spidey sense.
Yeah, it's really there.
Yeah.
It's really there.
Don't test the theory. Don't check your gut. Just
No.
trust it. Well, and this is an off-topic thing too, kind of, but it's kind of on topic. But like when they say trust your gut or listen to your gut, like your gut actually, how your brain has like neurons. Apparently, and you can check me on this because I don't know if it's true. Maybe we checked before already, but your gut actually has some neurons firing in it, just like your brain.
Connected. It is. I heard it the other day when I was listening to one of these episodes on a podcast. I was like, "Are you shitting me?" I was like,
Yeah.
It's all connected in one. I was like, "Yeah," but you still got to differentiate what is the intuition and just the gut feeling of
Right. Right. Yeah, but
just need to shit something, but you just never know.
But both your heart and your gut have
Right.
neurons.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, really trust it. It's screaming to you when it feels funny. Maybe it's something trying inside of you going, no, 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 don't do that.
There was a book I recently.
You're not missing out
audiobook.
on anything. I promise.
Right. There was an audiobook. I listened to a lot of audiobooks, and the latest one I read was We Are the Mountain, or The Mountain Is Us by Brianna Weiss.
Okay.
And perfect book.
It's a
About
good book?
Yeah, self-sabotage and all that stuff. She
Mhm.
explained about intuition, how it's connected all in one.
Right.
And how you should differentiate and stuff like that. Very good book. I'm starting to read more of her, so it's okay, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
having more of an understanding of things, and certain things I digest, the rest are just,
Yeah.
because it don't make sense to me.
Sometimes what you think is a good idea
Mm-hmm.
is the worst thing you could ever do.
Mm-hmm. For me now, I just got to think it through. I got to ask myself several questions before I do it, because it's like, if it don't make sense or if it doesn't lead to something, to a solution or whatever, no. So you just got to listen to yourself, and I don't do all that meditation crap, but I do sit in silence.
Yeah.
When I drive to work, sometimes I'm driving in silence, and that's my time to start thinking of all
that the
kinds
book?
of stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was a pretty good book. I've been getting into those kind of self-help books as well.
What the hell is that?
I don't even know what kind.
What kind of money is that?
159 what?
Pounds?
Yen.
Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
don't know.
What? And I know you know you've said, we just said just now, but like would you, if you were talking to someone that you knew was experiencing that and was scared to get out of it or scared to do anything, what would you say to that person right now if you were sitting in front of them in an empty room?
Why are you scared? Why are you staying there? What purpose it is for you? Like, for me, just be more of find your way. There is a way. There is a way. You just gotta pick. What are you gonna do to sacrifice for it? Are you gonna give up being homeless or go living in a shelter? Are you gonna go to jail for it? I don't know. You gotta pick what you're able to do. Because some people might be in a relationship and don't have their own finances to take care of themselves to leave, and I count on him to support me. I have nowhere else to go. I have this. If it was me, I'm going on the street. I was gonna find my way. I was gonna make a way to get out the situation. Like I said, thank goodness. Number one, I'm glad I didn't get hooked on drugs like he did. And I wasn't stuck with him like that my situation ended the way it did. But for me, it's like, if I was probably married and stuck and had nothing and everything, I probably would have did something stupid. Put something in his food, make him fall asleep, something just to get away.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not telling you go out there and go catch a case, but
Yeah, we would never condone that.
I know, but are you willing to let him be the responsible of the end of your life, or you're gonna take your life in your own hands of make it possible for you to enjoy the rest of your life the best way you can? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. If
no.
you're, and I would just say that if you're that afraid, if you're afraid for your life, if you fear for your life that if you leave, he's going to do something, then you really need to leave. That's a even bigger case for you to get the hell out. Because if you feel that way now, like, the only time you're not going to feel that way is if he actually does it or they actually do it. I mean, it's not good. And I mean, there's always a way out.
Yeah.
Even if it looks like there's not. Ask for help.
Fear is a powerful thing once you allow it in.
Yeah. The fear, I think that's what keeps people, because I'll kill your ass, or whatever they say to them, whatever they say, and they believe it wholeheartedly. And
I'll be like, I'm going to kill you first.
Yeah. And some of those people will probably do it.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's helplines, there's, and
Most
hell,
definitely.
911, bro. It's the easiest number to remember.
Are churches like helping people in these situations?
I think there are certain places in certain areas. I don't know. I'm not 100%, but I know that there are, like, I know Alana, she has a story where she basically lived in a storage closet of a church for quite a while.
No.
They gave her a little place, a little bed, and she basically just stayed in there.
That's what I'm saying. What you willing to give up and deal with? Because I'd rather deal with living in a closet than living in that kind of situation.
Right. No.
And if churches ain't involved like that, they should, because that's what you're supposed to be, a place of help, sanctuary, or whatever you want to call it. Have like extra places for them to help people. Cause
I know there's the Quigley House, I believe, here in Jacksonville. I think there's like more than one location, but they are pretty good about it. Like if you're in a domestic, like my sister went through something similar to that. She got married to a guy she just barely knew. It turned out he was a nut. He was insane. And she tried to split. She tried to bounce, and he, threatened a lot of things and this and that. And she found her way to a Quigley House, and they took her phone, deactivated it so it couldn't be pinged or anything like that, and basically put her in a room. They gave her clothing and food, and and I know that there's situations where if you have kids, they have a space for you as well available for kids.
yeah.
And you're not allowed to use the phone. They do not let you go out. They don't let you, it's kind of like you go from one to another, but it's like a safe house. And so if they allow you to start
Yeah.
using your phone, who's the first person you're going to call?
Them.
You're going to call the crazy person, and they're
Yeah.
going to know where you're at and come
And
and
it's
get
weird. It's weird that women do that sometimes. They go right back for real.
you.
Like, you're already out. Why would you go back?
Right. And then you're not only endangering yourself, you're endangering everyone else that's there.
Right.
When
Because
they,
I think there was a situation where someone tried to go help a friend who was in a domestic violence, and he ended up getting killed for trying to
Yeah,
step
it
in. And
happens.
it's like, that recalls me back to the time when Denroy did that, when he choked me off the time and left. My uncle, he came to the house one day and he was like, I didn't come for you, I come for the guy in the house. My uncles were known as real bad man, you know? Just like, you don't play with them. And I was like, no, because I knew I was still with him. I'm back with him. I didn't want you to get in a situation where I'm being the stupid one, you know? Because when I went to his car, he was locked and loaded, ready to go.
Oh.
And I was like, no, it's okay. I dealt with it, blah, blah, blah. But no, I didn't. I was just I should have probably let him went in there and roughed him up a little to know, don't you put your hands on my damn niece again. But I didn't.
I don't think that would have helped.
No, it didn't.
I mean, obviously he had a very real mental issue if he took his own life.
Yeah.
He was battling demons, that guy.
Yeah.
You know, problem is he was taking out all his aggression and stuff on you. It's not right. Yeah, Pat has pulled up quite a few women's centers here in Jacksonville, looks like. So that's good that there's so many places. But
yeah, there's one downtown City Rescue Mission. They do a lot for their folks.
Yeah,
but
some of them places, even though you go for help, sometimes it's just not. Seems
it's
like
not
certain
enough
people they
sometimes.
don't care enough to actually give you the help. Like,
yeah. Well, like I said, I know the Quigley House is the one I know. It's the only one I know. But I know that we didn't hear from my sister for months. We were like, where the hell is she? And come to find out, well, she didn't have her phone, and she was somewhere safe, and she had a roof over her head. She was safe, and she was getting fed. She was taken care of, you know, and she didn't leave there until they like actually helped her to find a place that she could live. It wasn't because she didn't have a job anymore. I mean, this whole situation just fucked her life up, you know, but they were great. You know, I mean, as much as it sounds like, damn, she was basically kept hostage, but they really kind of saved her life.
For best interest. And that's, some people just got to understand that's what you're going to have to go through.
Right.
You might be thinking, oh, I need to call him because I'm scared he's going to. No, you're safe now. Why would you need to call him?
Right.
Like, chill out. Just get your life together and don't worry about him.
Yeah, he was the thing that made you feel, what is it? Oh, the Quigley House.
Quigley House. Right there on 17.
Mm-hmm.
Headed toward the Green Cove.
Well, don't tell everybody where it's at. Women can look it up themselves.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want these fuckheads to know where.
Well, they're gonna go look it up themselves.
Yeah.
But you
just, there's so many, you don't know which one.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Go around to all of them? And that's not like they're gonna tell you, oh yeah, she's here.
Just dip out, man. Find the pattern that you know they're accustomed of doing, and that day when you know they're not gonna be there, run.
Yeah, dip.
Just run. Pack whatever, even if it's nothing. Just take the most important thing that you need and go.
Yeah.
Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Don't, oh my God, he's good when he finds me. No, they're not going to find you like that unless they got some private investigation following you or something like that. And I think that's what it is. They overthink. If I leave, he's going to find me. How? Just pack and go.
Yeah.
It might be bad, but just go.
Just don't tell anybody.
Yeah, don't tell nobody. Just move.
I think the biggest problem is when they have kids involved. Like, what do you do? You know, do you pick your kids up and just move states? You know, or like, what do you do? You know,
I would have if I could find a way. There's too many gateways for you to just say I'm gonna be stuck right here.
Yeah.
Do a GoFundMe. Ask a friend to do a GoFundMe.
Too many excuses.
You're right. Like, just, and people help, which is weird. Some people help, so just get the help you need and go for the sake of you and for your kids. Because abuse don't always stop with just you. It trickles down to the kids, or the kids pick up the habit, and it goes on like a cycle. So just don't.
Yeah. There's always some help somewhere. But the biggest part is you taking the initiative to get that help. I think that's the problem. I think that's what a lot, like you said, it's fear. And I think once you overcome the fear, you can damn near do anything. When
Yeah.
you overcome that fear, I mean, there's so many things in this world that will take you out. Don't let the one that you love, the one that
You're
your
right.
your passion project that you thought, oh, maybe I can change him, or maybe I can change her. It's not going to happen.
Can't fix someone.
You no, they have to want to be. They have to want to fix themselves.
Yeah.
You know, otherwise they're never going to change. And if in however many years or months or days that you've been with that person and you've seen all the red flags, you know, if they hide it for 2 years and then start acting a different way, that's a huge red flag, and it's time to sit down and figure out what your priorities are.
Don't let it get too bad. Once it got, wait, what's going on? You never used to do this. What's the problem? And he tell you something. Okay, it's you to determine if it's bullshit or not,
Right.
and then go from there.
I
Could be 5 years into a relationship. Once it starts, just go away, walk away. You're not stuck with that person.
Yeah.
Love is out there. You can find it in anybody you want to desire or something like that. But just, I wasn't staying around for no
Make a
more
move.
red flag. Yeah, I
Make it
wasn't.
happen. I think a big red flag for me would be is if they were like, if you say maybe we should get couples therapy, or maybe you need to go to therapy, I need to go to therapy, we need to go see somebody and try to get our mind right, and they're like, no, I'm not going to therapy. I don't need that. I don't need somebody to tell me I'm crazy. Maybe you do. Maybe you do need to have somebody tell you you're fucking crazy. Because if you say that, that's pretty fucking crazy. I mean, it ain't that much. You
Yeah,
know.
because I tried
Most
to.
insurances will pay for it.
I try to do that with my marriage as well. Like, ask for, like, let's go and see what's wrong, or like talk with somebody different. No,
Mhm. Just weren't interested at all.
No.
Yeah, if you have then obviously they have no interest in changing or growing with you.
Yeah.
There's a thing that happens in relationships. You grow together. So when I say change, I don't mean that you're never going to change,
Right.
because you are. But if you're doing it together in a
Yeah.
positive way, okay, cool. You know, but if you're just changing on your own and in a negative way, and then you become abusive.
And that's just it for us. I think we just fell out of love, the age difference, the me wanting to be more than what I was before, and I guess just wasn't. It just didn't work out. He's a good
Yeah.
dad, don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but for us, that story has came, gone, closed.
Yeah, and that happens sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, luckily y'all are amicable. You know,
Yeah.
you guys are cool, and you know, that way the kids don't have to see all that whatever. But
Yeah.
Angie, I love you,
Love you too.
and and thank you for all my gifts.
Thank you for listening to the Great Podcast.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Well, you're the Blackbeard podcast
Oh, yeah.
today.
Bro, I might even probably wear this for Halloween.
There
for
you
real.
go.
Walk around talking
Just
about
get
who
you
are
a
you.
little-
I'm the Gray Bear Podcast.
Get you a little silicone or something and stick it to your face, because this damn sure gonna fall off.
Yeah.
But I love you, and I'm so proud that you got out of there, and I'm
Mhm.
happy that you're here with us today. And thank you for telling your story out here for anybody that wants to listen. And hopefully, you know, even if it's just one, hopefully you've helped someone
Yeah.
by telling your story. I know it's hard, you know, and I know we made a lot of jokes during this podcast.
But we're dead serious,
Yeah.
because you can. You can.
Exactly. So, is there
Yeah, I
Oh.
want to shout out Deezer Girl and Chico for hopping in the chat tonight.
right on?
Yeah,
Thank you guys.
Like and subscribe if
Aw.
you could, please. Thank you.
For
Those
sure.
my people, go ahead and
Is
hit
there
the like
a
button.
like a number, like a helpline for domestic
Yeah,
violence
I'm
that
sure
you
there
pull
is.
up before we split out of here? Just I want to put that on screen just in case. I mean, the best number that I can think of is 911.
That too, but there's like you said, other resources you could go to if you don't want to go straight to the cops. Like,
Go to that official. Go back up
There
and
we
hit
go.
the official website.
Where's
Don't-
it at? Oh, right there.
There you go.
All right.
and I think these are the hashtags for this year.
Okay. Hashtag I survived. Hashtag DVAM 2025. Hashtag call for unity. Hashtag with survivors. I'll have to remember that. So this
Right.
here, what he's showing on the online right now, hopefully he's showing it.
Mhm.
This is a helpline that you can call or, chat live with or whatever. Because, sometimes a text is easier than a call. You can hide it a little better. But, because it's as soon as you pick that phone up and start talking, who are you talking to?
Right.
But you could just say, oh, I'm just texting my mom, whatever.
And if there's a type that checks your phone, then start whispering in ears of other people.
Right.
Get your close people that involved to help you if you can. And if you
Yeah.
don't have anyone, go to the churches. Go to someone that that advocates for that kind of
Right.
situation.
Some kind of safe place.
Yeah.
And you can get help. So please, don't hesitate. Don't wait. I'd rather you be, a crying mess because you've lost the love of your life rather than, someone who's not with us anymore. So at any rate, thank you again for coming over here and sharing your story.
No problem.
And you're welcome back. We can bullshit anytime you want. And you don't have to bring any gifts.
I will always bear gifts.
Thank you. I guess that's it. Guys, don't forget, go follow her. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Miss Angie B, 007. And then what's the other one again?
Vibes Expression.
Vibes Expressions, right there on the screen. Go follow her on TikTok. And while you're at it, follow us as well. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're trying to make the channel grow at a slow pace. I don't want to be one of these people that goes overnight and loses my mind. But do subscribe and hit the little bell. That way you'll see anytime we, post anything or go live. So at any rate, guys, we love you and we will see you in the next one. Bye.
Peace.